Not going to risk a return here. Catch. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs going up.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Takes the easy one to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Trying to find his man on first down. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking, I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And they're in for a touchdown.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a split backfield.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Running to the left. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's in for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But the defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the 1st quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's going up top. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with him. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. Makes the catch and gets the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A first down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Got a man. It's Moore. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Dialing up a second down pass play. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Complete to start this drive. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
3-25.
Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Running it back, it's Baxter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Trying to take it back. Tag! And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he'll take this one all the way home and into the end zone for a touchdown. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Baxter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Myers complete on the crosser. Stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because
he's got it down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fights off a defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's going to throw deep right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Feeling some heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Morris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Comes out throwing on first down. Buys a little extra time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
He wants to throw here on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
He runs out of bounds at the 43. Good enough for a 1st down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He fires it out to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh no.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Baxter. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Pulls it in. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Cincinnati. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. And they pull it off. He's got it for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it to the up back, and complete the pass.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's got it. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he added the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his 2nd pick in this game. He's been doing an outstanding job in coverage. I think if you're the QB, you got to start avoiding him.
Unloads it left. And the pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Picks up 7. Second down coming up.
This will likely be the last play of the half.
29 Philly.
They'll run it to the right side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dyer. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
Line gets set. First down. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're a...
He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They go to the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down.
Easy.
They'll give it to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Third down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They stripped it out. Bounced right back to them.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He's looking for a man on second down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Takes it the other way. The 40. He's at the 20. And he's in for the score.
Touchdown. Number 12. Defensive score.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by just one over San Jose State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's first and 10. Wide out in motion. They'll toss it to the left. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. To the ground with the back. Makes his man miss. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
325. 691. Gators score.
He's going to pass on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget.
Unloads to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he will house it.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to run it back. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team counts. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. offense set on first down.
Come on, set.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Fire.
He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
It's complete on the right side. Oh, there's the ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 here.
29 Phillips.
He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them, all passing situations.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Nothing but green ahead. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Makes his connection. bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Erickson. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. He chucks one out to the right. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it shows today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast.